All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh Bashim Yahshua, Habar Kakwadash, number one to the apostles, a great millstone, and salutations to the elect, which you go to be. It's brother Kawadia. Got a quick lesson for you Negroes, Latinos, Native American Indians, and Israelites who better shame but looking like heathens, who spill a witness that they are a child of the Heavenly Father. And the name of the Heavenly Father is Yahweh, who the world inly calls Jehovah, God, or Yahweh. The name of the Heavenly Son is Yahweh Shai, who the word inly calls Jesus Christ, Jesus Christus, or Yeshua. I got a quick lesson. Any other preachers come out, you already know it's the Holy Spirit. So Holy Spirit, why you believe it or not. Get the fuck off my page if you don't like what I say. So there was scrolling through my feed on YouTube, you know what I'm saying, and you got a woman and stuff. I guess she's an individual who gives out advice and stuff to other women. And she was pretty much saying to be submissive and stuff onto your husbands, you know what I'm saying, husbands, boyfriends, whatever, you know what I'm saying, and uh, you got a lot of women and stuff sitting up here saying, oh, she don't want to be no slave. She been called the B word, she be called a bitch and whatnot and stuff because, because well, the thing that women want, the thing that women want, they have to be submissive. Because other than that and stuff, what you looking for, you ain't gonna get. We see how it is when it come down to women and stuff. When men simp and whatnot, they lose interest. So guess what? You want a dude who gonna put his foot down, who order you gonna follow. You know what I'm saying? Where you gonna subject yourself to. That's what you really want. And females was getting mad at the girl and whatnot. Now she was saying, you want to go after your crease. They want to go after the Crease Browns and Lil Waynes and whatnot and stuff. And she was making a now I ain't watched all of it and stuff, but pretty much it was just a short, and she was sitting up here saying, you need to stop choosing men who choosing men and stuff that dip dip their stick in every female and whatnot and stuff. But a man was made to have more than one wife. And when you look at the biology and stuff on it and stuff, if you had so many that was at war, if you had one man, if you had one man because a lot of men gonna be taken off this earth. If you had one man but a bunch of women, he could bring back a nation. And think about how long it would take and stuff when there's many men and one woman. You know what I'm saying, to bring back a nation and stuff. It already takes 9 to 10 months and stuff for a baby to fully be developed. You know what I'm saying, right, right. So imagine one woman for a bunch of guys all sliding in her. All of that would be adultery. But it wouldn't be adultery and stuff if it was vice versa. One man, many women. But it would be adultery if it's one woman and many men. You see? That's raw as hell. So this is Isaiah 4 and 1 because this is how it's going to be. Matter of fact, let me grab this. This is Second Esdras in the Apocrypha, chapter 16 and 33. And it says, the virgin shall mourn having no bridegrooms. So you see the roles and stuff between. And that virgin is not talking about men. The virgin is talking about females. It says the virgin shall mourn. Virgin goes into two. You got Ilamah and Bathwala. Uh, One is virgin as a young woman. You know what I'm saying? Right? Meaning she could be having sex, but she's just a young woman. Or virgin going into the fact that she never had sex before. You see, that don't matter the age, but it is concerning when a female is a virgin and she's up in age. You know what I'm saying? Because like, what's wrong with her? You see, you know, as a red flag. So this is Second Ezra chapter 16 in Apocrypha, verse 33. It says, "The virgin shall mourn, having no bridegrooms." That's a role of a man. He ain't around. Like that song by Drake. It says, "The women shall mourn, having no husbands. Their daughters shall mourn, having no helpers." Verse 34, it says, "In the wars shall their bridegrooms be destroyed, and their husbands shall perish of famine." So it's going to be a shortage on men. You see, you got a lot of women out there and stuff who are already, uh, 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 with the protocol and whatnot and stuff. where it's like you gonna have to share men. It was a woman. I mean, they do it anyways. You know what I'm saying? You know, but they gonna have to be committed to it. You know, niggas are dying. Niggas are getting shot. Niggas taking the juice. You know what I'm saying? You know, and dying from that. You know, uh, 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 you know, how I say that niggas are dying from, you know, his mysterious mutations. You know what I'm saying? You know, and all that and whatnot and stuff. You know, but mostly from regular violence is either car crash or gunshots or uh, 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 I'll say mysterious substance and whatnot and stuff that they think is okay, but it's not. You know what I'm saying? Niggas are overdosing and whatnot and stuff, and they ain't just niggas. And when I say niggas, I'm talking about men. Period. You know what I'm saying? You know, and they're dying. So guess what? It's gonna be more women, less men. So this is Isaiah chapter 4 verse 1, and I'm gonna get it in three. I'm gonna get it in three more translations. It says, "And in that day, 7 women shall take hold of one man." Right now, 7 means completion. It could be 6, it could be 8, it could be 100, it could be 1,000. Whatever the Lord won't send you. You know what I'm saying? You know, right? It says saying we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Most of the time, the women want something from you. You know what I'm saying? You know, and it's usually money or food. But this is saying that they ain't gonna ask you for none of that. So what's going on? It's gonna be a time of desperation. And it says only let us be called by thy name to take away our reproach. And that word reproach goes into shame. And what is their shame? The sins they committed. It's not just wholeship or the many penises and dicks and stuff that they did in the past and whatnot. It's not just that. You know what I'm saying? It's all their sins and stuff. Pretty much you'll be like a clean slate. Why is that? Because the man will be with the man being the guide and the man being about order, he's if she followed his lead and whatnot, you know, if she followed his lead, you know what I'm saying, you know, to follow ways of righteousness and whatnot and stuff, you know what I'm saying, you know, she got a chance of being saved. So I'm gonna get this word reproach. This is the word reproach, and it's the word charapah, and it says reproach, scorn, taunt, scorn, reproach. It says resting upon condition of shame, disgrace. You see, you know, because it's hard to sit up here and call a female a hoe when she only dealing with one dude and she been dealing with that dude for a long time. You know, you got a lot of women out here. Part of their shame, I know I'm using it towards, wholeship, but when it comes down to it and stuff, it's like this. You got a woman out there. I seen this post. You got women out there saying, "What's the difference from blowing other men's rods, so many other men's rods and stuff?" You know what I'm saying? Versus dealing with one dude and blowing his rod many times. And that's going to be their shame and stuff. Because right now they look at it it's like, nah, ain't nothing wrong with that. It's no different stuff. Because they looking like you just putting your mouth on flesh and whatnot and stuff, or you just banging away. It's the same action and stuff. But what makes you a hoe is when you deal with multiple guys. But if you got one guy that you dealing with and stuff, you having sex with him multiple times and stuff, guess what? You don't get that shame. And it's not just, sexual shame and stuff. It's gonna be any type of shame that they was doing. You know what I'm saying? Because guess what? That man that she's with, you know what I'm saying? The scriptures talk about, you'll be one unit. You know what I'm saying? If a man get himself a wife, he'll get himself a possession. And with that being the case and whatnot, and that wife is not according to this world. You know what I'm saying? It's according to sex. Now the only time that somebody is not your wife but yet you're having sex with them, you know what I'm saying, is if it's an unlawful marriage or unlawful intercourse, or it's or you're paying for it. You know what I'm saying? Which I know a lot of women probably might get upset when I say this and stuff, but I really don't see the difference. I don't really see women out there really trying to have sex with niggas and stuff because they like them. And I'm talking about just like them. No, it's always that nigga got this and that nigga got that and stuff, and that's why I want to deal. You know what I'm saying? I will deal with him sexually. But what's the one? What's the thing that women be saying? They be saying that broke niggas can't get no coochie. You know what I'm saying? Broke niggas can't get no coochie or they can't get no sex and whatnot. That's them selling themselves off anyways. Now don't get me wrong and stuff. You know, yeah, you supposed to have you a man supposed to have his things and whatnot and stuff. Necessary things and whatnot and stuff. You know, but women, you know, it's business deal. Shit, it really, if you really look at it, you know what I'm saying. But pretty much the same. To me, it's no difference from going on a date for 6 months. And the only thing that she can repay you back and stuff, even though she got money, is that if she can't pay her end of the bill when you take her out, she you gotta pay her car note, you gotta pay her phone bill, you gotta pay this, you gotta pay that and stuff, and all she doing is giving you some sex after 6 months. You know what I'm saying? I look at it the same way. It's just that one is more direct than the other. You see, especially if they on that if they got the mentality and stuff that broke men can't have no sex and stuff. So I look at it the same way. You know what I'm saying? You really don't see women like really liking a motherfucking and stuff and wanting to deal. You know what I'm saying, right? But it's not just that. It's also going to be other sins that they do, and it's going to be a changing of their lives. It's going to be a renewing of their mind and whatnot and stuff, because there's going to be another vibration and stuff that's going to be installed in them that's not of the world, but that's of holiness. You know what I'm saying? So this is Isaiah. Right, I said I was going to get in other translations. This is Isaiah form 4 and 1. It says in the NLT, which is New Living Translation on the right. It says, "In that day, so few men will be left." You see, niggas gonna be dead. Niggas gonna die. You know what I'm saying? A lot of uh, 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 a lot of women men who are not seeking for the truth and whatnot gonna be put to death. You know what I'm saying? So they can be freed up to go to a righteous man, right? It says, Isaiah 4:1. It says, "In that day, so few men will be left that 7 women will fight for each man." You know what I'm saying? It's going to be a competition. And it's not going to be bitches beating up each other and whatnot and stuff. No, what it's going to be, and I'm not calling you all bitches and whatnot. That's just like it. That just kind of slipped out. But, and excuse me for my harsh language, but it's not going to be females fisting it out and stuff, fisting it out and whatnot and stuff, seeing who gonna win for the dude to choose. No, niggas gonna be picky. Guys gonna be picky because it's being shown right now. That what's one of the other shorts that I see on YouTube, that men are done and women are afraid, and that men being done and stuff is because it's like, nah, I deserve better than this. You know what I'm saying? Niggas ain't falling for the little tactics and tricks and stuff that women be doing and whatnot and stuff. Women be damn near trying to trap niggas and stuff. You know what I'm saying? And that most women and stuff, they get they so confident and whatnot and stuff that they things are just gonna go their way and whatnot and stuff, that they'll tell their whole plan on you. They'll tell their entire plan and stuff against you and stuff. You know what I'm saying? And only a simp will still go for it and stuff. You know what I'm saying? But a nigga who know what he doing. But other than that, you know, uh, uh, um, it ain't gonna be women over here learning how to fight and whatnot and stuff just so she can whoop some other female's butt and whatnot and stuff just so this man can be pleased and be like, yeah, I want you. No, women are gonna be in competition. Women are gonna be in competition. You know what I'm saying? Just saying that, look, I know how to do this, I know how to do that, I could woo woo. You know what I'm saying? And it's gonna be real hard if the only thing you know how to do is blow rod, throw it back, and twerk. When every other female can do that stuff, you're gonna need something else. You see, you're gonna find out that a man is just gonna say it anyways. Isaiah 4:1, it says, in that day so few men will be left that 7 women will fight each man, saying, let us all marry you. What is marriage? Sex. Let's see if it gives me the NLT. It's like uh, yeah. So it gave me the KJV anyways. But Mary goes into having sex. You know what I'm saying? You know, niggas are not going to be sitting up here making arranged marriages and whatnot and stuff during this time. No, it's going to be through sex. But once again, she is not your wife if you paying for it. If you have to exchange substance just to get in those draws, you are paying for it. You see? You know? And when I say substance, it could be food, it could be money and whatnot and stuff. She's saying, you know, you can get this and get that and stuff. Oh, I'll do this and I'll do that and stuff, but I'm gonna need woo to woo. Then guess and it's not free. You know what I'm saying? And guess what? You know, you rent a girlfriend. It's called rent a wife. You could go in Isaiah. No. You can go in Genesis the 38th chapter and whatnot and stuff. Prostitution is legal when it comes down to the Bible. You see. So it says it's just not legal in captivity or certain places. So there's Isaiah 4 and uh and then all our women are hoes. Why if you taking them out on a date and whatnot and stuff or not or having it direct and stuff, it don't matter. You still paying for it. You still paying for it. It's not for free. Once again, females are not coming up, oh I like you. And then usually when they come up and it's for free and stuff, it's some female that got some vendetta against you and stuff, and she want to do you in. That's pretty much what it is. You know what I'm saying? Nowadays and stuff, you know, because women are so goddamn shiesty now. But you know, other than that, you know, you paying for it. You know what I'm saying? You know, look at them gold digger videos and whatnot and stuff. They ready to do some shit, and they already know that it's like, you know what, you know, they don't really like the dude and stuff. It's like, I'm just trying to see what you got. You know what I'm saying? So once again, I'm gonna finish this. It says, it's Isaiah 4:1. It says, in that day, right, so few men will be left that 7 women will fight for each man, saying, let us all marry you. It says, we will provide our own food and clothing. There ain't no female saying that shit right now. Right? It says, only let us take your name. It says, so we won't be mocked as old maids. You know what I'm saying? You know, mocked, you know, as old maids. Because once again, if you're a female and you're a virgin, you ain't never had sex and stuff, you know what I'm saying? But you up in age, you 30, 40, 50 years old and whatnot and stuff, and you never had sex before and stuff. Guys gonna look at you like something wrong with you. You know what I'm saying? You know? So I'm gonna get this one. This is in the NIV. It says, in that day, 7 women would take hold of one man and say, we will eat our own food and provide our own clothes. Only let us. So guess what? It's not just gonna be clothes. Ain't no female gonna be asking you. It's like, can you get me some weave? Can you get me these nails? Can you get me a BBL? There ain't no female gonna be doing that. They're gonna be like, I got it. Well, what's that song by Neo? It's I love it when she say it's cool. I got it. I got it. I love it when she say, it's cool. I got it. Not trying to sing, but when it come down to it and stuff, the thing is that that's how them females gonna be. All they gonna care about is getting with you, and what it is gonna be first and foremost the elect man, 144,000 or 1/3. You know what I'm saying? You know, right? And they're gonna have this word. You know, ain't no female finna be running to no Muslim. No Muslim. Ain't no female finna be running to no fucking Buddhist. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no female gonna be running to fucking a satanic individual or what is it? Atheist. You know what I'm saying? You know, unless they into that. Other than that, most females are gonna run to men who know the scriptures. And why is that and stuff? It's because they see that the scriptures are coming to pass and everything else is not. You see? So it says, Isaiah 4:1, it says, in that day, 7 women will take hold of one man and say, we will eat our own bread, our own food, and provide our own clothes. Only let us be called by your name, and how you get the last name of a man. You know what I'm saying? And that in the Mr. and Mrs. with the man's name afterwards and stuff shows ownership already. That's raw as hell too. You know what I'm saying? But how you get the last name of the man and stuff. It's gonna be what is marriage according to the scriptures. Sex. You know, Adam, Eve became Adam's wife. How? He ain't put no ring on it. When it came down to Jacob and stuff, Jacob before his name was changed to Israel. No, his name was changed to Israel already. But the thing is that when it came down to Jacob, you know what I'm saying? One of our forefathers. The thing is that he ain't put no ring on none of those women that he was with, and he had four females that he all had sex with, and guess what? They was all his wives and whatnot. But how is they a wife if he ain't put a ring on it? Because that's not a Israelite custom. That is a heathen custom. You see. And now it's a hustle for most of these women. So it says, only let us be called by your name, take away our disgrace. And what's that disgrace? Their sins. And how you going to take away that disgrace and stuff? They're going to follow your lead. They're going to follow after righteousness and stuff, you see? That's the only way, because you're gonna have a lot of females gonna be like, well, as long as I deal, because you're gonna have women that think this way. Oh, as long as I have sex with him and stuff, I'm gonna be good and whatnot. No, 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 you're not. You gotta still change. You still gotta change too. Ain't no easy, ain't no defaults for you. You gotta put in effort. Remember, the scripture says, work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. You know what I'm saying? This is not finna be no easy way for you to just slide through. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna go by that man's ways. You see? So I'm gonna go to the BBE, which is in the NIV is a New International Version, and the BBE is Bible Basic English. You know what I'm saying? And then for all the females and all the niggas, and a lot of guys gonna be sitting up here like, well, I'm finna give me a bunch of sex and whatnot. No, it's more than that. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have souls in your motherfucking hand. You know what I'm saying? Where you can accumulate blood on your fucking hands if you want some bullshit. You see? You over here now, I'm just finna get me some pussy and whatnot and stuff, and I'm gonna use the Bible and whatnot, and I'm gonna get me some motherfucking coochie, woo to woo. No, you're gonna be held with these people, these women gonna be coming to you and whatnot and stuff because they see you got the hedge, you understand the word of your how about you Shai and whatnot and stuff, and you're gonna literally change their motherfucking lives and whatnot and stuff. You're gonna be placed in that position. You ain't just getting your rocks off, no. You know where to go to get your rocks off and whatnot and stuff. You know what I'm saying? But when it come down to it, you're not you're not sitting up here, or shit, a lot of places. But anyways, you, man. The thing is that uh, 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 these women are gonna be looking for men who know this word. You know what I'm saying? And it's ultimately the elect men and stuff who's gonna have them saved. So this is in the BBE. It says in that day 7 women. Once again, don't think that it's gonna be 7 women. It's gonna be guys and stuff where 100 women gonna be coming their way. Some of the elect and stuff. Guess what? They're homeless. The elect and stuff got all different statuses and stuff, but yet the Lord is still dealing with them. You know what I'm saying? Right? And you're gonna have women who are gonna see certain guys and stuff who I guess they follow the scriptures, or they got a certain vibration about them and whatnot and stuff, and say they follow the scriptures. That man might be part of the elect and stuff. It's just that he homeless. But guess what? What is the protection? The protection is gonna be the fact that she gonna be like, you need some food, you need a place to stay. Women do that. Men do it too. Where they pull somebody up off the street and whatnot and stuff. Because guess what? The elect can be anyone, right? So it says, It says in that day 7 women will put their hands on one man. You ain't beating nobody up. You know what I'm saying? Unless you're doing hand jobs. It says, saying, there will be no need for you to give us food or clothing. Only let us go under your name so that our shame may be taken away. Now, I also want to make this point too. There's going to be women who are widows. There's going to be women and stuff where they don't get with a righteous man. You know what I'm saying? But you will be there will be an arranged marriage and stuff in the kingdom. Women are not going to be walking about and stuff. You know what? I want him. No, you gonna get. The Lord is already going to set you up, because when you read Deuteronomy 22nd chapter, and it's also in the book of Sirach or Ecclesiastes and Apocrypha. You know what I'm saying? It goes into how a man, where really, when it really goes into how the father is the one who's supposed to, you ain't gonna like this, sell his daughter off and stuff to some dude. That's what it is. You're gonna have an arranged marriage and stuff, but if you part of the elect lady, when it come elect women and whatnot and stuff, when it come down the kingdom, you know what I'm saying, or uh uh speaking as a man, when it come down to concubines, you know what I'm saying, they still gonna get chained up and whatnot and stuff, you know what I'm saying, but the thing is that, I mean, not your concubines. You ain't gonna be doing your concubines like that and stuff. But all the ones and stuff that, when it come down to the kingdom, all I'm saying is that the Lord ain't gonna kill off all the heathens and whatnot and stuff, and then just have them poof out of nowhere like Melchizedek and stuff at a certain age working, and then for us to be concubines. Some of them heathens and stuff gonna have to still be alive and whatnot to not only build up our kingdom. You know what I'm saying? But also for us to have concubines as well, which is a secondary wife, which is considered a mistress. You know what I'm saying? And because of their status of being a strange woman or a heathen or an Israelite woman, I mean not a and not an Israelite woman and stuff, she will be a side chick. And guess what? No Israelite woman or side chick woman and stuff, or heathen woman and stuff is gonna be tripping. Well, maybe the heathen woman, but Israelite woman and stuff is not gonna trip about you dealing with other females in the kingdom. They trip now. Oh, I should be enough. You know what I'm saying? Nah, you ain't gonna hear none of that in the kingdom. You see, you know, you know, but it's gonna, because it's not this Isaiah 4:1. It's not just gonna be Israelite women. You gonna have heathen women come too. You see, you know. And remember, scripture says that wisdom is better than the mighty, but the scripture also says that bodily exercise and stuff profited little. So what's more, the wisdom, you know what I'm saying, and then having a good body and stuff. But guess what? The wisdom that most of these women gonna be looking for, like in the movie Eli, the book of Eli and whatnot and stuff, when Denzel Washington, you know what I'm saying, was shooting all those niggas and whatnot and stuff. First, he tried to walk away peacefully and whatnot. He had his guns, but he tried to walk away peacefully. Dude shot, missed. Shot again, missed. Got everybody else and stuff to shoot at him and whatnot and stuff, and he took them all out. And you had old girl, what's her name, Zahara, however way her name is and stuff in the movie. You know what I'm saying? Which is Ashton Kutcher's a wife, which both of them are Jake, even though they look Kelso and Jackie are fucking Israelites. I don't give a fuck what you say, you non-spiritual ass niggas. The thing is that when it comes down to it, uh, uh, um, uh, the Jackie she played in that movie and stuff. Guess what? She seen the blessing on that man, and followed after him. And that's how a lot of females gonna be. You know, now the niggas gonna be at the and then look when those dudes try to snatch her up and try to be on some shit and stuff, and the spirit was telling him it's like go back and save her. That's gonna be like that too. And you had a female, and I'm just going into how, you know, the different possibilities and stuff. A woman gonna run into a righteous man. or a man who follow after righteousness and stuff. You know what I'm saying? You know, I guess it goes both ways. Um, when in the movie Book of Eli, when in the movie Book of Eli and whatnot and stuff, what happened? You had those guys and stuff try to snatch up Zahara because he's like, I don't like being followed, and she was gonna follow him after she saw what she saw. You know what I'm saying? She like, hell no, I'm finna be with old boy instead of being with that motherfucking stuff who was treating her and her mama wrong. You see, you know, and you're gonna have a lot of women who gonna scoff, but later down the line and stuff is gonna be seen where it's like, you know what, I don't know. But anyways, what happened? He got some water from kept in there. She got out and stuff, but she was looking for him, didn't know where to go and whatnot. She tried to help some other female that was considered as bait, and she was like, "Oh no, I need a man, not you." And she was being naive and trying to help, and be a good citizen and whatnot and stuff, then recognize that it was a trap. And then those niggas and stuff saw it. You know what I'm saying? But then it also shows the other part about how Eli, every time he looked up in the sky and whatnot and stuff, that was the spirit telling him to do this and do that. As it says in Proverbs 20 and 24, it says, a man's goings is of the Lord. How can a man understand his own way? You see? And it also says in Proverbs 21 and 1 that the Lord ponders the hearts, you know what I'm saying, of kings. So therefore, Lord's like the Lord put it in his spirit and stuff. It's like, no, go back. And what also showed that he had that power, he was fucking invisible. He was invisible because old boy got shot through his pee from the ass cheeks through the pee with a bow and arrow, not no gun, with a bow and arrow and whatnot and stuff, and that nigga dropped dead. And then you could see the guy and stuff because you can see that the arrow and stuff came from behind him and whatnot. And when old boy, the other dude and stuff who was trying to hold Zahara down, uh, 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 Eli was standing right in front of him. If you paid attention to the movie, he was standing right in front of him. But old boy turned around and stuff when the arrow came from behind the other dude and stuff that was trying to hold old girl down. You see, he ain't see him. And then they showed it where he was able to be seen and whatnot after old boy got shot in the head with an arrow. So it's gonna be certain things that's gonna be shown where these women are gonna be like, you know what? I think the Lord dealing with him, and they're gonna come for that. Now you gonna have women who going because women are carnal. They're gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna look for the guy who has the biggest muscles. I'm gonna look for the guy who has the most guns. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna be looking for guys and stuff who know how to survive out here. You see? And through the spirit, if you really paid attention, you got a lot of women who are homeless, but their husbands homeless too, but their husbands know how to survive and whatnot and stuff, and they rather have that than be with some nigga with money. You see? Because all this shit finna crash anyways. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be dangerous hell, and women gonna be looking for protection. You see? You know. So I'm gonna get this. This is Isaiah. This is Isaiah 32. All the women that's scoffing and whatnot right now, think about it, because you don't know if your nigga gonna stay alive. You don't know if whatever dude and stuff that you with and stuff. You don't know if he gonna be alive and whatnot and stuff. You don't know. You don't know what's gonna happen, or you might be scoffing and stuff, and then it's like, look at you here. Look at you here and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Talking your shit, and you gonna have to reverse your ways and stuff on an individual and stuff that you was doing dirty, and it's like you clearly see that the Lord is with them. A lot of you women and stuff are gonna burn bridges. You know what I'm saying? This is Isaiah 32, I think it's 2. Yep. Now let me get this one. This is Isaiah 13. Bear with me. This is Isaiah 13 and 12. So guess what? A lot of women going. uh change their mind, you know. And guess what? They gonna let niggas out of jail, and a lot of women and stuff had put niggas in jail and stuff on some bullshit, and you know, because they probably couldn't get their way, or the nigga didn't want to be obedient to them, you know. Put the nigga in jail and whatnot and stuff. And guess what? What's gonna happen is that them niggas gonna be considered spirits of vengeance and stuff because when they lock this place down, when they lock this place down, them niggas gonna have to come out, and it's gonna be dangerous for not just women. It's gonna be dangerous stuff not for women. It's gonna be dangerous for men too. You know. And then when it come down to the women, you don't have to worry about just a dude and stuff trying to search you down and whatnot and stuff. It ain't gonna be that. It's gonna be females too with sexual tendencies and whatnot and stuff. Freaks. And guess what? You ain't gonna have ammunition and stuff all day. This ain't gonna be the movies. It's gonna stretch out and stuff, and nobody, and a lot of people and stuff don't have the skills to shoot precisely. A lot of you niggas gonna spray. So this is Isaiah 13:2. It says lift. It's, no. Isaiah 13:12. It says I will make a man more precious than fine gold. We know a woman will do a nigga in for some money. She'll bring a child in this world and stuff because she know that nigga got money, right? It says even a man than the golden wedge of Ophir. So just imagine women will go out their way, do some deal, do a nigga dirty, betray a nigga, you know what I'm saying, just for some money or some sort of power and stuff that's more than likely gonna get her some money. You know what I'm saying, and but it says that a man's gonna be more precious than that and stuff. Why is that? Because it's gonna be few. Niggas gonna die out here. Niggas gonna be dropping dead out here. You know what I'm saying, you know, and part of that judgment, because for what we started off with and stuff was in the second Ezra 16:33. A lot of women and stuff, niggas are gonna say no. You gonna have a fat ass. You gonna have big titties. Your print probably come through your sweatpants and whatnot and stuff, showing you got fat cat and stuff, and a nigga gonna say no. You know why? Because a man of righteousness and whatnot, or seeking after righteousness, you know what I'm saying, of the hopeful elect, they're gonna spot red flags. And guess what? You're gonna show it. You're gonna show it. We're gonna just see. You don't have to say anything. You don't have to say anything. That's gonna be one of the red flags and stuff if you do say something, but it's gonna be seen that you ain't shit. And niggas gonna tell you no. You're gonna have crocodile tears. Your women gonna try to use your children and whatnot and stuff. It's like, well, what if, at least help my kids and whatnot and stuff. You're gonna do everything in the book and stuff to try to get your sleazy ass in and whatnot and stuff. And a lot of I'm just speaking as a man on this one. I believe that a lot of you women who've been scoffing, guys who've been reading the Bible, living by the Bible, or even men that you've been with already and stuff, and you all been on some bullshit. The Lord can Isaiah 57 and one that man, take that man, you know what I'm saying? So you could be without, or you'll be single, or he'll break up with you, or he'll break up with you. Ooh, glad I caught that. Or he'll break up with you, you know what I'm saying? According to Deuteronomy, the 24th chapter and stuff, because a man is the only one who can give you a divorce. You know what I'm saying? A woman can't divorce the man. Uh, 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 I really believe that it's going to be a lot of you women who going to either lose your current nigga, however way that it happens and whatnot, and you're gonna try to run to a man that you know of the scriptures, that knows of the scriptures and whatnot and stuff. And the thing is that you gonna run into a motherfucking stuff that you've been scoffing,
and you're gonna be worried about if that man gonna say no or not. You're gonna worry about that because women love talking the most shit and stuff. But when that convenience is taken away, when that power is not the same as it used to, you know what I'm saying? She is going to flip the script and she's going to try to bow her head down and stuff when inwardly she is full of many trains of deceit. So this is Isaiah 13 and 12 in the NLT. It says, I will make people scarcer than gold. So what's that show? That shows that the Lord finna bring mass death. And what's been going on? It's been nothing but new new diseases and illnesses and whatnot and stuff and different pestilence and what they bring and whatnot and stuff. It's been that and stuff, and it's taking people out. It says I would make people scarcer than gold, more rare than the fine gold of Ophir. I want to see what the other one say. In IV, it says I will make people scarcer than pure gold, more rare than the gold of Ophir. It says I will make men so small in number that a man will be harder to get than gold. Damn, look at that. It says even the best gold of Ophir. You see? And Ophir is America. You know what I'm saying? So when it comes down to it, it's going to be less people. And the scriptures also says in Second Ezra the 16th chapter and stuff that a man shall desire to see another. So you already know off the rip and stuff. There's going to be a lot of dead motherfuckers here. You know what I'm saying? Especially if they dead spiritually. You know, this is So we're gonna get this. This is Isaiah 32. And then my scoffers and stuff who like to mumble in the background and stuff, when it comes down to it, it's like this. You don't know if the Lord's saving your ass. Keep talking shit against his word and whatnot and stuff. You're going to make it clear that he ain't going to save you. This is Isaiah 32 and 2. It says, and a man shall be as in hiding place from the wind. It says, in a covert from the tempest, as rivers of water in a dry place, as the shadow of a great rock in a weary land. And all those different things were stuff that gave some type of deliverance from a condition. You know what I'm saying? A hiding place. You know what I'm saying? The meteorologists and whatnot and stuff, and they go out there, and it's a crazy ass storm. Like you see some dude with something that looked like a phone and whatnot. He trying to record, he trying to record and stuff. Whatever the storm, maybe it probably was a tornado or something like that. And they close, and you see rain and stuff, and you seeing this man literally getting pushed by the wind itself and whatnot and stuff. What was going to be the thing and stuff to have it where he wasn't going to fly away if he got in the car, if he got indoors, something that was solid enough outside his body and whatnot and stuff, where it was already resisting against the wind and whatnot. That was some sort of deliverance. Let's get the word covert. Word covert is the word sathar. It says covering, shelter, hiding place, secrecy, secret place, protection. And look at look what hmm, uh I think it was Alicia, but I think it was Alicia. Yeah, I think it was Alicia, and he filled up that woman. He brought back the son, the female son, and what the mother's son. You know what I'm saying? Brought him back to life, and then also made it where the barrels of oil, you know what I'm saying, the barrels of oil and stuff that she had and stuff, would never diminish. But a man had to come. Now Elisha probably ain't stayed with that woman or probably dealt with that woman, because he still had other stuff to do when it comes down to his ministry. But the thing is that a man came through and gave her some type of deliverance. Oh, I'm gonna say it like this too. There's a woman. She did a sit down. She followed the Apostles' Great Millstone, and she had did a show on a dream. It says in Joel the second chapter that the Lord will pour out His Spirit upon all flesh, and she had a dream where when it came down to martial law, you had militants that was on some bullshit. They was claiming that they was serve protect, but really they was harassing and assassin and trying to satisfy themselves. It was about four of them. Saying it was Edom. I think she said that they was Edom or whatever. I don't know, but she was saying that they was finna take her goodies. And she said a man of great millstone and whatnot and stuff, which you know, they're not going to be the only ones, but pretty much, 'cause you got other brothers and stuff that follow Great Millstone and stuff, including myself. So the thing is that what happened was that you had she was in a situation of getting her goodies taken by force. By four dudes in a military uniform and whatnot, and a man of the Lord came through and whooped all four of their asses. Deliverance. Right? So this is Isaiah 32 and 2. In the NLT, it says, each one will be like a shelter from the wind and a refuge from the storm, like streams of water in the desert. It says, and the shadow of a great rock in a parched land. You see, all of that is deliverance. Like look what Jonah did. The sun was beating on him and stuff. So guess what? He hid behind that gourd to be in the shade. You know what I'm saying? Instead of sweating your ass off and whatnot, what do niggas do when it's too hot outside? They look for AC or the shade. You see? So they won't overheat. So this NIV, it says each one will be like a shelter from the wind and a refuge from the storm, like streams of water in a desert. You know what I'm saying? What's the deliverance? What is the deliverance from dehydration? Drinking water. You see, right? And in a desert, it really ain't no water and stuff unless you coming across a cactus. You know what I'm saying? Or a water hole and stuff like in the movie Lion King, right? It says, in the shadow of a great rock in a thirsty land. BBE, it says, and a man will be a safe place from the wind, and a cover, it's like in a cover from the storm, as rivers of water in a dry place, as the shade of a great rock, and in a waste land. And also look at it like this: Job, Job was a man who escheweth evil. You know what I'm saying, right? So the thing is that uh, 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 they don't really say that much and stuff when it come down to his wife. But his wife ain't die. His wife ain't dying and stuff. It doesn't say anything about his wife dying. And the thing is that the Lord was with Job, and a lot of niggas till this day and stuff, they wouldn't be able to handle what Job was going through. A lot of niggas and stuff sit up here and be like, man, I'm hard. I'm a hard ass nigga. No, you're not. No, you're not. If you can't, if you individual and stuff who can't go through, if you can't look, visualize, and see how harsh it was, because it doesn't give you a time either. But how harsh and stuff Job's life was and whatnot and stuff, and he still kept faith. You got a lot of niggas out here and stuff. It's like, man, if the Lord ain't doing this and he ain't doing that, I ain't gonna follow you no more. Job said that even though he slay me, yet I will keep my integrity in him. You know what I'm saying? I keep keep my ways before him. I think that's Job. Matter of fact, this is what women gonna be looking for. Because right now and stuff, you seeing a lot of women They don't want that hood nigga no more. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they might try to get them a business guy or whatnot and stuff, but they don't want that hood nigga no more. They want a motherfucker who got good fucking morals. You know what I'm saying? This is this Job 13 and 15. Cause here it is. I got scoffers, male, female, of all ages and whatnot, talking shit. They're they're not gonna have this word. They're not gonna have this word. This word ain't for them. You know what I'm saying? But guess what? They're gonna be one of the ones seeking after righteousness. It's Job 13 and 15. It says, though he slay me, yet will I trust in him, but I will maintain my own ways before him. You see? The word trust is the word yachal. Yeah, yachal. Yachal is yachal. It says to wait, hope, expect, await, tarry, to wait for, hope for. You see? You know, patient. And and pretty much I brought this scripture out and stuff is because it says Job 13:15. It says God might kill me, but I have no other hope. I'm going to argue my case with him. You know what I'm saying? Right? Because Job was sitting up here like, man, I don't deserve this. You know what I'm saying? I did everything for you and stuff. But really what it was that the Lord was boasting. The Lord was boasting when it come down to Job. He was boasting that guess what? Because Satan was like, look, if you do this, do that and stuff, he gonna come against you. And the Lord was like, bet. And the story of Job was bet where it was like, you know what? I bet he ain't gonna change. I bet he gonna stay on my side no matter what you do. And that's exactly what happened and stuff. You know what I'm saying? But that's the type of man and stuff that women are going to be looking for. They're not going to be looking for some nigga and stuff who throwing up gang signs and shit and stuff, and got guns and stuff and using it for a bluff and stuff because he don't got no more rounds. You know what I'm saying? They're not going to be looking for that. Niggas going to be sliding out into the woods and forest reserves and stuff and picking every fucking mushroom and stuff and looking for something to eat. They're going to look for a man and stuff who know how to survive out here and stuff. Not you know they're not going to look for, and then more than likely the main thing that's going to be looked for is a man who knows the Bible. You see, you know, you know. So I hope this video was edifying. I hope this video was edifying. I'd like to give all honor and glory to Yahweh by Shemiah Shawa Habarakakwadash. Double honors to apostles of great millstone and salutations to elect which you ought to be. Shalom, wa Baba Kwam Yasharala.